Adventure gear by Climb, because sometimes you have to learn things the hard way.
Connected.
There's something about mountains that challenges the human spirit. They have a special way of drawing people to them. In southern Montana and northwestern Wyoming, a dramatic group of mountains called the Beartooths stands out as one of the most challenging mountain landscapes in the lower 48 states.
The Beartooth Highway is a section of U.S. Route 212 in Montana and Wyoming between Red Lodge and the northeast entrance of Yellowstone National Park. It passes over Beartooth Pass in Wyoming at almost 11,000 feet. The approximate elevation rises from 5,200 feet to 10,947 feet, and it traces a series of steep zigzags and switchbacks that will most definitely leave a hickey even on the most experienced rider's seat cushion. Now this is an interesting route because my good friend Jason Hool, who is a motorcycle off-road adventure instructor and a hell of a superhero on a bike, and you've seen him in a bunch of my films, he told me when I was headed up in this direction, that's the road that got me into motorcycles. And today, I'm gonna ride it. That's right. This is a new episode of The Ride of My Life.
Shazam!
And it's also the last. This is the last ride. I can't explain it, but some people are just born for adventure. They hear the calling, and they're compelled to get off the couch and see what's around the corner or over that horizon. I'm going on this quest to prove that the heart of history's greatest explorers and adventurers is alive and well today. Join me one last time for the ride of my life. Okay, over my shoulder there, that's Lower Falls. Yeah, I know it's been a minute since you last saw me.
Gandalf the Grey is coming.
Too long sat in the shadow.
But a lot's happened since I broke my leg down in Ecuador a few years ago. Time flies. It's been nearly 5 years since I released one of these episodes. Now I'm here for one last ride in one of the most beautiful and thrilling stretches of American highway I can find. And I plan on going out with a bang, but not the same kind of bang as I went out last time.
It's broken.
If you fall off the horse, you gotta get right back on. Well, I didn't do that. I got a little distracted in the process.
Looks like we're buying a boat. This is surreal.
Words can't describe just how good it feels to be back here on the bike doing this thing again. It's like, okay, I'm home.
Wow, not a cloud in the sky. The adventure gods are with us.
feel like I've come a long way since I started this whole thing. From my first adventure ride in the world's highest road in India, to getting to know Kurt Forget and Martha from Black Dog Cycle Works, meeting my childhood motorcycle hero Dave Despain, getting my ass handed to me multiple times. And of course, a perilous dumpster fire that was my very first taste of Dakar with alt-riders Jeremy LeBreton. Although I did learn quite a bit from Jimmy Lewis.
Okay, so we're back up. Okay.
I'm super grateful for his patience and tutelage. I'm still using some of his tactics and techniques to this day. I'm extremely lucky to have been able to experience all the access and big personalities and of course the peril that I could even have hoped for.
This is thought-provoking. Travis got off his bike. He knows the way. He gave Evan his GPS.
Well, actually, I got drunk and snatched it and took it off.
And I met some of the best people in my life on this ride.
B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. Oh, how happy we would be if we'd only brought a better fake ID on the B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run.
Crossing that yellow line. I'm not trying to break any laws there. I'm just trying to stay the hell away from that black ice.
When I started this ride, we were somewhere around 5,000 feet. It was an intensely hot summer day in the 90s, but by the time I got to the summit of over 10,000 feet, it was shivering in my climb gear, which made me think about climb and the snow and the time that I got all the way up into the single track, way past the timberline, and it was in the month of June, no less.
We got two spots where we're gonna have to help get the bike through, but I think we can make it.
You know, being in this part of the American West really brings back a lot of memories for me. The mountains, landscape, the scenery just immediately brings me back to that epic adventure we had riding the Continental Divide. Man, those Kiwis are out of their minds. Who would have ever believed that this was their first time on a dual sport bike? And being able to ride the superbike champion, Aaron Slight, and watch him go through multiple sets of rear tires? Sorry, Jim. How could I forget those epic adventures we had with Justin Summers and the guys from Climb? How cool was that, getting to see where they make all that great gear, and then of course, ride all those Idaho single track trails. My favorite time with Justin? The 626 ride. $600, 2 days, 600 miles. On a bike that we had to build. Some of us might have even played by the rules, and Justin still says he won that. And even though we're a bit far from Colorado, I still think about Woody From Woody's wheelworks and his insane level of ingenuity and engineering that he possesses in that brain of his and applied it to those famous Woody's wheels. Man, I miss that guy. What a beautiful road. Riding along, looking at that scenery, your mind just drifts. Everything becomes automatic. You can almost meditate. Now maybe it was the landscape or just a sense of nostalgia itself, but this part of the ride was reminiscent of the Out of Nigeria episode where I teamed up with my good friend Toyin Adebola for a ride that took us over 3,000 miles around the American West.
Bam! Look straight ahead. Yeah.
Oh my, look at the river down there.
Oh, dude. Don't even get me started.
This is paradise right here, dude. Granite and forest.
Another great memory I will never forget. That guy keeps threatening to come back and do it again, but I'm not going to set my watch to it. Toyin's laugh is infectious. What a kind and giving soul that guy is. This has been an amazing ride. I mean, the whole thing. The whole ride of my life concept was just this idea I had in my head where I just wanted to look for the good news. To see what's around the corner and over the next hill and prove that the spirit of the world's most iconic explorers and adventurers is alive and well today. My conclusion is that it very much is. Sometimes there's so much noise and chaos in the world that it's just great to escape from reality for a little bit. Go out on a little adventure and see what comes of it. It's been a tremendous honor and a privilege to share it with you over the years. I hope that in some way, seeing me fail my way towards success, in some way inspired you to embrace that spirit of adventure for yourself and set out on your own journeys. Now, if this sounds like some kind of sad goodbye, well, you're wrong. I said it was the last ride, but I never said that this was the end. In fact, for the last few years, you haven't heard much from me, and that's because I've been quietly working away and producing a new adventure series that picks up exactly where this ride of my life leaves off. Now, who said that the ride of my life had to be on a motorcycle? Who said it had to be on 2 wheels? Well, maybe it's on 2 hulls. 2 hulls of a boat. Yes, this is the closing chapter in this series. However, if you ever want to revisit these epic adventures, I encourage you to do so. And then you can always find them right here on this channel, where they've always been. They aren't going anywhere, but this channel is going to have kind of a little patch-over brand. But the premise of this new series isn't all that much different. The spirit of adventure will never die in me, no matter what. But I'm still on that same mission. I'm still not quite satisfied. I've still got that itch. And I can't wait to tell you all about it. Think about it like the ride of my life. But instead of being on land, we're going to do this on the water. The ocean is, well, a whole ocean of adventure. Without the Vikings or the ancient explorers or Polynesians, would you really have Neil Armstrong walking on the moon? If he ever did. And who knows, after this, maybe I'll take to space myself. As a kid, I did in fact want to beat James, Tiberius Kirk. And to be honest, I think I still kind of do. So without any further ado, here's the next book in the Ride of My Life series. Ladies and gentlemen, let's escape from reality. Before the sun rises, before I'm even really awake, I can feel it. It's that call of adventure. My name's Brad Barker, and I don't have a regular 9-to-5 job. For the past 20 years or more, I've worn many different hats. I've traveled the entire world in the name of disaster relief. I've started my own private security company. I went after terrorists and kidnappers. I even fought zombies. I've chased down drug kingpins in South America. I've ridden the world's highest road on a motorcycle. I've created TV shows for History Channel, Discovery Channel, National Geographic kind of stuff.
It's broken.
I spent months in an Ecuadorian hospital getting metal in my leg. And then I came back a year later to get more metal. But this was a Medal of Honor. But at the end of the day, I still have that itch. I'm still not quite satisfied. I always hear adventure calling to see what's around the corner or over the next hill. I've never really been one to sit in one place for too long. Some might say I have locational ADD. It's an adventure deficit, but it's certainly not a disorder. The ocean has always had a grip on me for as long as I can remember. So I figured, why not get a boat and circumnavigate the globe? But the first step is I gotta get the boat. And then I have to learn how to sail this thing in a bunch of different conditions. So why not find the best island chain in the United States? The biggest living reef in the US. It's in the Florida Keys. Key West to be exact. So I took over a charter company called Restless Native. And I've been having a lot of adventures down here in Key West. Well, the Conch Republic is not like any other place I've ever been, to say the least. Sure, you've got great beaches with all of your tourists smelling like sunscreen, but there's also tons of iconic and historical places here, like the Little White House, the home of Ernest Hemingway, Fort Zachary Taylor. I mean, you've pretty much got the entire story of America right here on one tiny island. Not to mention, this whole place was kind of founded by pirates. And then, of course, you've got Duval Street, with all the famous bars and restaurants and live music. And each one of them has got their own unbelievable, larger-than-life backstory to go right along with it. You've got the Museum of Treasure Hunter Mel Fisher. There's also thousands of shipwrecks that litter the coral reefs surrounding these islands. There's even haunted houses in town. And then you've got Mallory Square. Now, as I began to explore Key West, I made friends with some of the locals here, and I began to learn there's another side of Key West that's not in the tourist brochures. Now I'm talking about sordid tales of crime, villainy, treachery, and piracy. Of course, superstitions and folklore. And I'm looking to find out where the truth is. So me being me, inquisitive as ever, I immediately thought, there's a show here. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do. My outcome for this project is to take out sailing with me some of the people that know the real story on how this place became Key West. We're going to explore the people and places where all the stuff went down, answer that call of adventure, and explore new places and learn things and share those things with you. Now, it's not a secret that a media project can be expensive. Well, that's where you come in. This is my shameless plug to ask you to help me out. I need your support to help me put this media project together. So we've chosen to partner with Patreon. Patreon is a crowdfunding site where you can donate to projects and causes, and the way it works is really simple. You just go to this website right here, and you sign up, then you can give or donate or offer any amount that you want so that I can continue making these epic adventures for you. And not to sound cliche, but every little bit helps. And all of our videos will be available for free so you don't have to donate. However, if you become one of our Restless Native patrons, you get all kinds of perks in the form of pirate booty, contests, and swag. And just a few of those little perks include exclusive early access to our episodes and videos, live feeds to me and the crew, and also access to the Restless Native only Patreon feed. And once in a while, you'll be entered into a drawing to win free trips in Key West so that you can go sailing with us. And then you and a guest can be in one of the episodes. And that's just a few of the good benefits you'll receive by being a member of our little tribe. I've been often accused of enjoying the sound of my own voice, so I'm going to spare you the rambling diatribe on all the things that you're going to get. You can see what me and the crew are up to on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and of course our website. And just so you don't miss anything, I'd love you to follow and subscribe to them all. And with that said, welcome aboard, matey. Your support is putting wind in our sails so that you can share these adventures with you. Thanks so much for watching.